This is my Kawai MP11SE. While I play this piece from beginning to end, I want to explain why this instrument is more than just a piano to me. Sherry Turkle describes evocative objects as things people think with as well as through. That is what this piano becomes in my life. Some days, its wooden actions give the chaos in my body somewhere to go. My hands meet resistance. Resistance becomes rhythm, and something speech cannot carry escapes into sound. On other days, the same keys feel heavier because my body has changed, not because the instrument has. Parkinsonism and dystonia make that relationship unstable. The Kawai could be peace, grief, expression, memory, and a direct measure of the movement available to me that day. What sounds like a normal piano performance is already being shaped by several layers of technology. When I press a key, sensors measure its movement. Software interprets how quickly and forcefully I played it. The sound engine selects and shapes a recorded piano sample, and the speakers return that signal to the room as vibration. Recording the performance adds another interface and turns it into a file. Marshall McLuhan's idea that the medium is the message applies because the instrument does not simply carry what I play. Its weighted action, sensors, software, speakers, and recording systems influence what the performance becomes. It changes where a piano can exist, how privately it can be practiced, who can hear it, and how long the performance can survive beyond the body that produced it. This relationship developed through a much longer history of recorded sound. Before sound recording, music disappeared when the performance ended. The phonograph allowed sound to travel across time, but it did not preserve music while changing it. Early cylinders could hold only a few minutes of sound. Songs were shortened. Performers had to play with enough intensity to be recorded, and musicians sometimes repeated the same performance for every copy. The technology changed the music. It changed song length, performance style, repetition, and how listeners judge mistakes. Once a performance could be replayed, every missed note could also be heard repeatedly. Recording became both preservation and a new standard against which the musician could be measured. That history feels personal to me. A recording can preserve something I created, but it can also preserve a version of my body that may not exist in the same way later. Returning to the piano can become more than practicing music. It can become a test of whether I can still reproduce what I did before. The instrument can function assistively without becoming a medical treatment. Research on rhythmic auditory cueing supports the limited claim that rhythm can influence movement in people with Parkinson's disease. On a good day, the resistance of the weighted keys makes an intention physically concrete. On a difficult day, the same resistance reveals fatigue, delayed movement, and reduced coordination. Access is not something the piano simply possesses. It emerges from the changing relationship between its design and the body playing it. The piano also weighs approximately 74 pounds. Its pedals assume reliable foot placement, while its display and layered controls assume stable vision, reach, memory, and movement. These features reveal an imagined user whose body remains stable. Mine does not, however. The Kawai is not an isolated object. It is part of a socio-technical system. Material suppliers, woodworkers, factory workers, engineers, sampling pianists, programmers, shipping networks, retailers, repair technicians, electrical systems, teachers, and musicians all contribute to this performance. Kawai remains visible as the brand, while most of the people behind the instrument remain anonymous. The same hidden structure exists in finished performance. The music remains audible while pain, fatigue, medication timing, unstable coordination, hesitation, and constant physical recalculation remain hidden beneath it. The polished result can make the condition that produced it disappear. I'm not always progressing when I play. Sometimes the achievement is simply keeping a fragile pathway open for one more day. Recording preserves the notes, but it does not preserve everything that produced them. It cannot fully capture the tremor before a phrase, the room, the hesitation, or the effort beneath the final take. The notes can survive as information while much of their meaning remain outside the file. Digital tools can correct timing, dynamics, and mistakes. Those corrections may improve a recording, but they can also make the body behind the music easier to forget. Unlimited retakes can turn expression into a test of perfection. A refuge can become content that must be stored, judged, corrected, and circulated. Technology should support the musician without replacing the musician or erasing the conditions behind the work. The person using it should remain in control of what is recorded, changed, preserved, shared, or deleted. A performance should not have to be perfected or published in order to matter. The piano also carries meaning across generations. 80-year-old church pianist Donna Tinsley described learning it as both a chore and a gift. She remembered playing for churches, friends, and family in rooms where people were expected to remain quiet and listen. She emphasized that people, not instruments alone, make music meaningful. Modern music libraries give us extraordinary access, but abundance can also turn music into background noise. Recorded music is not everywhere, while sustained attention has become scarce. The instrument matters because people use it to preserve memories, relationships, creative identities, and new ways of listening. The Kawai MP11SE can be a bridge, refuge, mirror, archive, and wall, sometimes within the same piece of music. None of those meanings belongs to the instrument alone. They emerge from the relationship between design, body, memory, labor, illness, and culture. The most important question is not whether this instrument perfectly reproduces a grand piano. It is whether technology allows more people to participate in music, preserve experiences that matter to them, remain the authors of their own sound.